Hey, friends, Donald Trump, our eternal showman in the White House, steps out and says he wants to drive housing prices up.
Down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes. And they can be assured that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Existing housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up.
Not down like he promised during his campaigns, but straight up higher. And not just randomly, to protect those who already own homes and so that people who didn't work very hard can't easily buy one. First, let's go back to the roots. Remember those old movies? The guy works hard, gets married, buys a house with a white picket fence. But now, in 2026, with Trump in charge, that dream is getting more expensive. Of course, because Trump, this real estate genius who built an empire on skyscrapers and casinos, which, by the way, went bankrupt multiple times, but who's counting, decided that housing prices should rise. Why? Because, as he puts it, we don't want to destroy the value of homes for those who already own them. Oh, how sweet. He's worried about rich homeowners so they can stay wealthy. And those who haven't made it yet, sorry guys, work harder. So, on January 29th, 2026, during a cabinet meeting in the White House, picture this: big room, everyone in suits, Trump sitting at the head of the table like a king on his throne. They're talking economy, home sales, and suddenly Trump drops, "I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes." Boom. It's like saying, "I don't want food to be cheap because then the poor could eat." But wait, there's more. He keeps going. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody who didn't work very hard can buy a home. You serious? You, the guy who inherited millions from daddy, talking about hard work? This is like if I, who bartended in college to pay for school, said I don't deserve beer because I didn't brew it myself. Pure cosmic sarcasm. Now let me explain why this is so funny and terrifying at the same time. As an American, I see how the U.S. housing market is a total lottery. In big cities like New York or San Francisco, the average home price is over $1 million. Young people, millennials and Zoomers, are living with parents or renting tiny apartments because a mortgage is basically lifelong debt. Trump promised in 2024 to make America affordable again. Remember those slogans? Lower rates, build more, fight inflation. But now he says, people that own their houses, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. It's like a chef saying, I don't want steak to be cheap, because then everyone would eat steak, not just the rich. But why? Because for a lot of Americans, a home is the main investment. If prices crash like in 2008, owners lose money. Trump, as a developer, knows this. High prices are good for those already in the game. For newcomers, work harder. Oh yeah, because we're all lazy bums who don't want to work. Let's think about what this means in real life. Imagine, you're a young guy, say 25, just out of college, with $50,000 in student debt. You're working at Starbucks or driving Uber, making $40,000 a year. Dreaming of a house? Trump says, no, prices gotta rise so my homeowner buddies stay happy. The sarcasm here is that Trump himself is the king of real estate. His Trump Tower, a symbol of luxury, he made billions off rising prices. It's like a casino owner saying, I don't want people to win easily or I'll go broke. But wait, he did go broke with his casinos 4 times. That's Trump, the bankruptcy master. He files for bankruptcy like I drink morning coffee. And now he wants us regular Americans to work harder while he chills in Mar-a-Lago playing golf. This meeting was about rising home sales. The economy under Trump is booming, stocks up, unemployment low, but housing inflation is a problem. People complain, why are houses so damn expensive? Trump replies, because that's how it should be. This totally contradicts his earlier promises. In 2016, he said, "We'll build so much housing, prices will drop." In 2024, "We'll get rates down to 3%. But now, no, prices up. Why the flip? My guess, as an American who follows politics, Trump's listening to his Wall Street advisors. Banks, investors, they love high prices because it means bigger profits from mortgages. Plus his base, older homeowners, suburban Republicans who voted for him. If prices fall, they lose their wealth, that paper value from home appraisals. Trump figures, better protect them than help the young. But the young are the future. Trump's 79, though. He's thinking about now, not 2050. The reaction? Fire. Democrats in Congress, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, are tweeting, "Trump admits his policy is for the rich." MSNBC calls it a blatant admission of class warfare. Even some Republicans stay quiet because they know young voters will bail. On X, formerly Twitter, it's a meme festival. One meme, Trump with a crown saying, "Let them eat cake, but not buy houses." Another, Trump make America great again for the 1%. I laughed for an hour. But seriously, as an American, I see the danger. If prices keep rising, millennials will never own a home. We're already the renter generation. This leads to more inequality. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Trump says work harder, but wages aren't rising as fast as prices. Lots of people work 60 hours a week and still can't afford it. It's not about laziness. But hold on, there's another layer. Trump isn't just talking, he has plans. He talks about restricting immigration because immigrants drive up demand for housing. Yeah, because immigrants are the ones who didn't work hard. A ton of immigrants work harder than us. They build houses, clean, drive trucks. Without them, the economy grinds to a halt. He wants to deregulate construction, but only for the right projects. Luxury ones like his, not affordable housing. My guess, this benefits him personally. His Trump organization is still building. High prices mean more profits. It's a conflict of interest, but who cares? He's the president. Let's imagine a scenario. You're a typical viewer of my channel, say a 30-year-old guy from California. You're saving for a down payment, 20% of an $800,000 house. That's $160,000. Where do you get that? Trump says, work harder. But you're already in tech, pulling 80-hour weeks, burned out. And now prices are going up even more? Thanks, Donald. The sarcasm is that Trump himself didn't work hard in the physical sense. He inherited, invested, used tax loopholes. Remember his tax reform? It helped the rich. Now the same with housing. Media reaction is its own comedy. Fox News tries to spin it. Trump is protecting the American dream. But even they look awkward. CNN, this is a blow to the middle class. And I say, this is mocking all of us. If Trump were a comedian, it'd be a killer joke. But he's the president. Imagine if Biden said this. Trump would tweet, "Sleepy Joe wants you poor." But now Trump is doing exactly that. The housing dilemma. Supply versus demand. To lower prices, you need to build more. But local zoning regs block it. Neighbors don't want new homes because prices will fall. Trump could override that federally, but no, he sides with owners. Why? Because his voters are owners. Young people vote less. My guess, this is strategy for 2028 if he runs again, or for his kids. But don't think this is the end. There's hope. Democrats in the Senate will fight. Maybe Congress passes laws for affordable housing, or the market corrects itself. But Trump, he'll keep tweeting. Big success. Prices are rising. Now about the sarcasm. Trump is like that uncle at the barbecue saying, "Back in my day, we worked for pennies and were happy." But he flew private jets. Double standards. I mock because I love America, but I hate hypocrisy. Let's imagine the alternative. What if Trump said, "We'll build millions of homes, prices will drop"? But no, he chose, "Let the rich get richer." Social media reaction. Hashtag Trump hates millennials is trending. Memes of Trump as Scrooge McDuck. My thoughts, this is bad for the country. Inequality grows. People delay marriage, kids. America is aging. But wait, there's more. Trump ties this to inflation. High prices are good for the economy. No, Donald, inflation is bad. Wrapping up, this statement is a mockery of the American dream. Trump is protecting the elite. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, what do you think? Is Trump right? See you next time.